When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Huskers will get us started with the opening kickoff. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Handoff to the lone back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving a change impossible. He's looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Hawkeyes are rolling down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. The Hawkeyes will move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, I like getting field goals and putting points on the board, but not when it's 4th and short, man. I'm going to trust my unit. He trusts his guys, and they come through for him. They're trying to get 6 on this possession and now set up with 1st and goal.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Now 2nd and goal, and they knock it free. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and
play when he starts moving around. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Had to throw it before he wanted. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He might want another play. Wants to go up top. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Takes a hit as he fires.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. First play of the period, first down here. On the ground, it's Patterson. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. The give to the back. Finding open areas. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Now, the Hawkeyes have a whole new backfield without Caleb Johnson, who turned in one of the most prolific rushing seasons in Iowa football history. School record 21 touchdowns. He was this offense a year ago, David.
He was, and if you're an Iowa fan, man, Reese, we've been just clamoring for years. Just give me some offense, like some form of a passing attack. Another new system. Tim Lester comes in as the OC. Interested to see if they can air it out. They can be more fun to watch, and they can score more points.
And the Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
The Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. It's caught. Breaks into the open. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
He'll do it himself on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good...
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 40, there he goes! To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig. I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
Got a man. It's Barney. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. To throw, it's Raiola. And it's incomplete on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Not a chance. Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Still running at the 40. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's key. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Finds his back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Barney. The Huskers get enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down?
And third down is money down.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Quick completion on the out route. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass, it's Raiola. He's got the tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They want to throw it. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I like the alertness by this defense. 1st and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass on 2nd down. Buying some time. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the 1st half, when you got to have an execution, has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the 1st half.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll give it to Johnson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
Fires downfield. Complete to the right. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there and let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Nebraska. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. On the run, it's Moulton. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Wants to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Gill. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Lets it fly. Got his man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa! And that one will give him the lead.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
And remember, we saw this receiver in the first half have a number of inward-breaking routes, and now in the second half, we're seeing more stuff to the outside. That's a really good adjustment by this offensive coordinator.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quickly complete. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. To the air, it's Raiola. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, looking for a man. Got him downfield. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker. The extra point here would tie the game. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
It's the one thing the head coach challenges his team with, guys. Late in games in the fourth quarter, tie ball game, who's going to step up and make a play? That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. To the air on first down. Dances away. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit.
Snatches it on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
There's a great example of a quarterback who's able to turn the page. Things haven't always gone his way. He's obviously thrown 2 picks earlier in this game, but he's still staying aggressive. He's still taking shots, and his guys are making plays for him.
Makes the catch. It's Moulton. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Skips away from pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out fast.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable, because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Got his man. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Swings it out to his running back. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Quickly complete. Bulldozes his way through. Out midfield, he's got room. He's loose on the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Nebraska. They move on top here in the 4th. The Little Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, habit, which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
They're working that left side. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking for the score. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Cornhuskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Raiola. That's reeled in, it's Johnson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Gill. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Moulton. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd even louder now on second down as they try to hold on. Looking to fire. A little release to the back. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the move. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Raiola. He lets it fly. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Finds his man. It's Key. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. And the Huskers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Snap from the gun on third down. Dances away to buy time. Grab near the marker is Hunter. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Key. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He will have to unleash a howitzer to try to win the game from here. The official says no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
To the air, it's Raiola. Quarterback now breaking the field. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Touchdown, Huskers! They jump on top here in OT. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. You can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
that's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Moulton. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets...
Touchdown, Hawkeyes! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Now first down here in the second overtime. They'll try the run. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. If you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. Going to swing it on second down. Finds his big tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Big third and goal here in overtime as they try to get a touchdown to take the lead. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Iowa! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They got it, executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double OT. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. To the air, it's Raiola. Got his man on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, let that thing rip. How about this guy? Almost 450 yards on the day. He's been throwing it early. He's been throwing it often. He's been throwing it all over the yard and with a lot of success.
The Huskers look to do some damage in the red zone. Wants to go up top on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT. Well, this receivers making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit. Be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have.
The football game that would never end. This has been unbelievable. Both of these teams, somehow, they still have so much in the tank, David. Both teams trading two-point conversions right now.
And just over and over, I gotta have it moments. They're coming up huge, play after play after play. Who's gonna blink, man? Both teams making big plays, both teams continuing this game on to another overtime.
So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward. Movement on the offensive line, that's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. If he runs this back, this game's over. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense. They got the stop, now to win it with a 2. He'll set up to throw. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That's it. That's the ball game. The two-point try gets it done. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does bowl eligibility mean for the offseason?
Well, it means 15 extra practices at the bowl game to develop young players. Getting to a bowl game helps your recruiting. It's going to help in the portal, and all of a sudden people are going to get a lot more excited for what's coming next season, David.
Yeah, and I think this squad, I don't think they're excited about the practices necessarily, but a lot of these seniors that have been around, man, they get another dance. They get a chance to play another football game, make some more memories with their boys, so this is a big win today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.